Looking at education now. One of the main features of this release is around the support for research projects based around individuals, procedures involving individual participants, for example, medical trials. The most important features and enhancements in this release are listed here, so around research costs and pricing and graduate progression. Price lists can be now created and maintained using the price list maintenance screen. If a research project involves different procedures that will each incur different costs, the user can create a price list to keep track of these interactives and their related costs. And once the price list remains on the system and can be used across different projects if required. Different price lists can be also linked together as a price list group, and users can create lists based on unit price or on the time. Price list groups maintenance price list groups can be created and maintained using this screen. Price list groups can be associated with selected funders, funder schemes, and or scheme templates. This speeds up the process of creating and costing by automatically assigning the price list group. Both the costing and the simple costing screens are now contain participant tabs. When selected, this tab displays the participant types associated with the project and the price for each participant type based on the associated price lists. Define working hours per costing role. The system administrator can now define individual work scheme per costing role using the cost role maintenance screen. Using the relevant field, you can set how many hours per day and days per year staff on that role are scheduled to work. This enables increased accuracy when creating time-based price lists. Just to note, hours per day and hours per year are hidden by default, so need to be made visible using a Windows option. Default answers to confirmation questions save time when creating applications. System administrators can now define default answers to confirm questions. Therefore, users are not required to answer standard questions. This functionality also challenges users to consider any non-standard responses more carefully. Default answers can be set to either yes, no, or just left blank. Standardized project setup screen and consistent interface. The research cost and pricing project setup screen has been updated to reflect the standard screens of this type in Business World. The lookup field has been added to enable users to search for existing projects, and the new button enables them to create new projects. Research cost pricing system parameters have been added. Currency type. This system parameter has been created to enable system administrators to override the default currency type and use a different currency type for costing. The UC custom validation. This system parameter has been created to hold the full path and name of the application DLL that you may have created to hold custom costing validators. The parameters should be used if users are writing their own code to apply costing validators. The UC deadline validation. This system parameter has been created to expand the validation functionality to increase the possibility of a warning being triggered when a funder deadline is set to a date before today's date. The UC price list def group. This system parameter has been created to allocate a default price list group to a costing. The system will first check for an associated price list group at the funder scheme level, then the funder level, and finally the parameter. The UC price list OHPERC. The percentage used when calculating the cost of overheads. This is a percentage of the price entered. The UC price list CBPERC. The percentage used when calculating the cost of capacity building. This is a percentage of the price entered. UC _price list MFF. This is the market forces factor, and this is applied at participating cost level. Graduate Progression Web API. The new Graduate Progression Web API enables data from the Graduate Progression module to be shared with other systems without needing to be re-entered manually using the following REST functionality. That's GET. These operations return data requests from the database. POST. These operations add entries to the database. PATCH. These operations amend specified details of a database entry. PUT. These operations create or replace entries in the database. And these operations can be applied to the following graduate progression data types. That's education units, programs, research meetings, research programs, research resources, research teams, and students. So that's the end of the presentation. So you need to consider what you need to do next. If you need any help, contact Agilyx UK on the main office telephone number, or speak to one of the team. They're listed on the web, and they should be able to help you with anything. So thank you for your time, and thank you for watching this presentation.